Curse of the Creative is a radio promotions podcast brought to you by the radio experts at Ultimate Media. Now, we are dropping these in a very important time in radio. And Ricky, you've been on the other side. A lot of people in radio get very tetchy this time of year. It's contract renewal time. It's lineup shuffle time.
No, it's a time of the year where dreams get destroyed, man. It's a really sad. You got to like pour some liquor on the ground for these people because it's a tough time. You don't know if you're going to be eating next month, man.
Man, it's killer because I mean I think as a listener you sit on one side, you go, oh, why are they moving my presenter? Why are they moving my favorite presenter? But it is honestly one of the most. We are not in radio stations every day anymore. But I promise you, around this time of year, presenters are smoking more than usual. They're friendlier than usual, actually.
and drunker, man.
Yeah, and drunk. Some drunk on the power. So if you are working in the back end at a radio station, just spare a thought, like Ricky says. Pour some liquor on the ground for your favorite presenter because your smoke buddy may not be here next week.
Take them some lunch in a Tupperware for me. Take them some lunch. They're going to need it.
They are the real victims. Bongani, come on, man. Radio contract renewal time. We know it's the hot topic.
Yeah, man. I don't think Ricky should worry. I mean, where do you get a creative and a presenter in one person? I mean,
Bongani, I haven't had
he's a total package, eh?
I've not had a radio job for years, my friend, on air. So, I mean, my days of worry are over.
Nah, you'll get one. You'll get one soon. Don't worry.
But listen, if you're not one of those blessed people that can be a radio presenter and a radio creative, we're here to help. Because listen, we understand around the world, radio stations all operate differently. And a lot of people sit within a radio organization and do multiple jobs. And one of those jobs could be coming up with features, promotions, concepts for shows, and you need some help. You need some help brainstorming, and talking to yourself in an empty room only lasts for so long before somebody calls in some help for you. So that's what we're here for, is that you just go in, you play these episodes. They're very short so that you can get some ideas. What we do is each episode, one of us takes a stab at a radio concept, 2 minutes to pitch the idea to the rest of the team. We then decide, are we going to flight the idea, we're going to put it on ice, or are we going to just flush it straight down the toilet? Bongani feels that he is the king of parking. Okay, not flushes, he's just the king of parking. Is he going to keep his hot streak, or are we ready to boarding pass? Do we have our boarding passes ready for Bongani? Bongani, your 2 minutes for your idea starts now.
The name of the idea is Riddle Me This Grand Giveaway. So every Friday from the breakfast show up until the PM drive, we will be giving away mystery prizes and cash prizes. Né? So listeners will be given a riddle to answer on air for a chance to win. They can enter by calling live on air or via WhatsApp. So each time listeners get the answer wrong during the competition moment, the mystery prize will be revealed and the cash prize will be increased to the next show.
The man doesn't need the time. Ricky, what are we doing with that idea?
I have a few questions. I'm allowed to ask questions. I'm going to anyway.
You may. Riddle. It's a riddle. Bongani, riddle me this.
It's a riddle, Chief.
It was a riddle. Okay, I didn't hear that. Okay, so we were asking them riddles.
Yeah, we giving them riddles to answer, basically. Okay. Yeah.
No, listen. I feel like those things always work, man. People love that type of stuff. I mean, you still get radio presenters on air that have been doing that since, I guess, like the 80s, and listeners love that type of thing. In terms of the prize money increasing, everyone loves to see other listeners fail. Everyone loves more money for them to win for themselves. And yeah, man, I'll give that a park.
What?
But it's better than a flush, man. I'm taking out a lot of positive things from it, Bongs. Okay, so it's a good start for you, buddy.
All right.
I'm going to give you a flight. Ricky is quite correct. People, I think what's very important about any idea is that play at home factor, because you only ever have one person on air. and it's more about other people. And I think to Ricky's point of saying people love seeing other people fail, I think people like being smarter than the person on air. So like listening and you have somebody kind of like stumbling through the idea or not thinking about it, or thinking about it and not getting to the answer. You go, you idiot, what's wrong with you? It's so obvious what the answer is, right? And I think we all like that.
Yeah.
And what people always assume in that, I mean, Ricky, you and I have both worked on big promotions, and you always have people sitting, and when they speak to you afterwards, they say, oh, how stupid was that person on air that they couldn't get the answer? And you say, you go on air and all these things around you, and you show me how smart you are, because it's easy when there's no pressure. I mean, it's such a weird environment. If you've never entered a radio contest, you've got so many different things happening. Now, you're not in a very comfortable position yourself, so you're more than likely on a cell phone. You got a producer talking into your ear that just suddenly drops you in on air. Now you got, I've been listening on the radio now. I got to switch off the radio. Now I'm hearing noises, and now I can't hear clearly. It's not as easy as people think. That's why sometimes listeners, right, Ricky, stumble through a contest.
That's it, man. It's like meeting the person you're in love with, or your crush or whatever. You got all the stuff prepped, you know what to say, and then you come face to face and you just like flatline and you blank out and like nothing. You can't think of anything. So got to feel for these listeners, and don't judge them when you hear them on air, not knowing if a blue whale is bigger than an elephant, guys. Come on.
Bongani, got a flight and a park. What's the riddle?